drive you crazy. I'll drive you crazy. Come up here. Come on. You can jump it. I've seen you do it. You can jump it. Jump it. Jump it. Come on. Come on. Whoa. Whoa.
I feel like he took the complicated way.
He did. He took the Olympic high jumper way. Oh, you smell so nice. So dusty. So dirty.
I might just want in.
I want to go inside. Is that a big yes?
I'm thirsty.
Dirty old D. Good evening, everybody. I'll never forget that jumping spider, bro. I'm telling you. I haven't seen him. He has not come back to visit, but here's hoping that Herbie's doing well for himself. Good old Herbster. What are we spinning? I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if the late crew shows up to these anymore. The late crew feels neglected. But the late crew forgets that they almost exclusively got streams for the longest fucking time, dude. There was like a year and a half of Highdeology where the late crew was the only one that got some live streams.
Well, I got a notification, so that's a good sign.
Yeah. Yeah, the night crew has been neglected for a long time, though. Used to be kind of like a battle between the two different Highdeology crews because I would do a show in the morning when I went over to TJ's house to start recording. And that was the morning crew show. And I'd do these late ass fucking middle of midnight shows. I was just comparing that Machine Gun Kelly song Paper Cuts to Where Is My Mind by the Pixies. There's a new song that's out and it just sounds like 1994 grunge, you know what I mean? And it's a popular ass song and I'm just like, man, it's just all coming. I felt like that style of music coming back again in the early like trap shit. It had a lot of the same attitude as some of the more flippant grunge songs did, and now it's just like the sound has come back around again. Like you started to hear like analog drum sets being used in rap songs and shit, then guitar riffs, and now, it's indistinguishable almost. Like, Machine Gun Kelly's like a trap rap guy, but he's doing pop punk, grunge music now. Pretty interesting. It's like, yeah, Travis Barker is his drummer. Travis Barker drums on the track that I'm talking about, I think. I'm 90% sure he does. But it's just interesting to hear that shit. To hear like a whole new generation of young kids rediscovering that music. I guess it's one of the upsides to starting to, get into your middle age and your later middle age, I guess. Is you get a chance. Now you've lived, you know, for 4 decades or so. So you've gotten to see how music and fashion and all of that stuff changes but swings back. It's like, a generation of people like my young life, my generation listened to, we listened to rap and we listened to grunge, and there was a very distinct sound to both of them. And that sound was kind of rejected by the generation that came after us in favor of electronic music, more and more heavily produced electronic music. They kind of eschewed the flaw-ridden kind of style that you hear coming out of grunge. Like, grunge was all about like the squeals and hearing the frets on the guitar, and like that made it cooler. That like punk edge to it. And then the early 2000s came along, and it was like rock was still there, but it was cleaned up to the point of like techno levels of precision. And then that just kind of gave way to trap. Electronic music kind of subsumed rock and rap and created trap out of it. And now trap has gotten to the point where it's starting to explore the edges of its influence, and there are breakthrough artists happening now, grunge artists. Another one to watch out for is Post Malone, obviously, like heavily influenced by grunge music. You can hear it in his music. Good morning, Peyton. When's the last time you heard a good guitar solo? I don't know. I mean, there's a relatively decent solo spot in that MGK song I just talked about, Paper Cuts. That song, when you listen to it though, it's very much, it's the same song. It's like the Pixies, Where Is My Mind? Very close chord progression, very close key. I don't think it's exactly in the same key. It might be. Now that I think about it, it is. You seem sleepy. No, not sleepy, my friend. Just old. Just old and weary. But yeah, as a guitar player, you should be excited because I can just feel it. I can feel it in my bones that this kind of like grunge rock mixed with trap is going to be the sound for the next 10 years or so. So you should be happy about that. Get some more guitar riffs going. Trap has been creeping closer and closer to analog rock music for quite some time now. I'm kind of implementing different tropes from different styles of rock, using it. Whoa. Got some kind of bad news today. I will be leaving this place. And I tell you what, I'll miss it. This house that I've rented for the last year or so, come to really enjoy my time here. I'll miss the big trees and I'll miss all the nature and stuff that I can see out here. I'm really tired of moving. I'm really, really tired of moving. I'm at the point in my life where I just want to find a space and be there. I want that predictability in my life, and I want that kind of environment that I can learn to exist in and learn to appreciate. And I really started the process of doing that here. And it's going to be sad to leave here. It really is. I'm not happy about it. Yeah, moving is a huge fucking hassle. You're right. No, I'm not staying in the area probably. I'm going to be very, very secretive about where I move to next. It'll eventually drop, I'm sure, just through negligence by me or one of my friends, but I'm going to keep it very, very close to my chest where I'm moving. I don't even know yet, so you can't get much closer to your chest than that. But I won't be making a big production of where I'm moving. But, you know, you think you'll get that predictability soon? Hey, I don't know. I'm going to strive for it. I'm telling you that I'm looking to do something that 10 years ago I probably would have slapped myself in the face for saying, but I'm looking to like buy a piece of land. And the only reason for it, the only fucking reason I'm looking to do that, because I really hate the idea of doing it, is because I literally cannot stand dealing with landlords anymore. I can't do it. I fucking can't do it, dude. I cannot have somebody in and out of my house. I had my landlord's kids doing an inspection on my fucking home 2 days ago, wandering around in my house. By the way, that's the day that they told me that at the end of my lease, they wanted me out. When they came to do an inspection. And they were doing it all nicey nice and shit, asking all kinds of impertinent questions and shit. Apparently they asked Amelia, like, you guys planning on having kids? The same day they told they're kicking us out of our house. I'm done. I can't do it anymore, dude. It took everything I had not to tell those people, get the fuck off my fucking property. Go. Don't come back until my fucking lease is up. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to see your ugly fucking face. I don't even want you driving by. No, it was with notice and shit. It's fine. It's just I'm sick of the impertinence. I would have been well within my rights to kick the motherfuckers off my property too. But it's just like I've gotten to that fucking point where I don't want a single foot set on my shit that I didn't hire. Your property, you don't understand rental agreements. When you're living in a home, this is your property. This is your house. This is your domicile. You have rights. I want to kick that motherfucker, dude. Let me just ban this faggot. I don't even like using that word, but he deserves it. Get the fuck out of here. Landlord cocksucker. Yeah, they weren't unannounced. We knew that they were coming, but it was just like the whole fucking ordeal was just shitty. Yeah, I get one free use of the gay F word. Maybe announced, but you can't say no, you can't. You really, like, honestly don't know your shit. People can't step on your fucking, into your house. They can fucking evict you if they want. They can go through the eviction process and then they can come in your house anytime you want. But if I lock this fucking door up, they're not allowed to come in here with a key. Nope, nope, nope. I tell them, get the fuck out of here. They're not allowed to just go, no. Dude, that you don't even understand, Skep. Don't even fucking bring that up. You cannot take 3 gigantic personalities and put them under the same roof. And that's just me, Scotty, and TJ. That's not including the wives and shit. Nope, 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 nope. Too old. Too old to have fucking roommates. Yep. If they've got like an emergency repair, like they have to fucking fix a pilot light that blew out and gas is filling your apartment or something, they can come into your fucking place without you there, without your consent. Otherwise, they need 100% of your consent to even step foot in your house. Yeah, if a water pipe breaks, something that could destroy their house or damage their house or you, it's actually their fucking, like, duty to come in and fix it. But when it comes to the shit that went on yesterday, that was my kindness that allowed them to come in and look at the windows and look at all this shit and look at that and look at this. I'm done with it, dude. I'm done with impertinent fucking people and impertinent questions. I'm done with landlords. I'm done with apartment complexes. I'm done with having people fucking just intercede in my fucking life. I'm done. I'm going to take the fucking money that I spend renting and I'm going to put that money towards owning a small little fucking plot of land with a small little house on it, and it'll be my fucking place, and I'll fucking keep it the way I want, and anybody wants to say anything to me about it can suck a fucking fat dick. That's exactly what happened too, Bluto. It's like they told me they had to come and that it was going to be quick. And they were here for fucking like 6 hours that day. Not 6. They were here for like 3 hours that day. I had to cancel a shooting day, or part of our shooting day, because there were just people in and out of my house roaming around. Fucking power was going on and off as they were testing shit. It's just like, no more. I run a business out of this house. I can't have your fucking dumb nosy ass around me. I can't be on the phone with you every day. I've been on the phone with my fucking landlord over this well every day for the last week because their well is going dry and their asses are too broke to dig a new well. I'm just done, dude. I'm just fucking done. Sounds like they were trying to find cause to evict you. They found nothing of the sort. There's definitely no cause for them to evict me. The landlady called me up today and was like, Paul, we'll let you break your lease if you want to, because they want us out of here. They want their kids to come live here. That's what's going on. Those people that were here inspecting my house to make sure everything was okay for me are the people that are going to live here when they boot me out. We got notice of the inspection and shit. They told us what day they were coming and all that. It wasn't about notice. Yep. Measuring up for their new furniture and shit. It's just like, I'm done. I'm done. Done, bro. 100% done. I would rather go through the fucking anxiety of having a mortgage and owning my own house and having that hanging over my head than have another fucking person set foot in my home that I don't invite. I'm getting my own house, and that's that. So that's what I'll be doing for the next fucking couple of months till my lease runs out. Yeah. Yep. So fuck my life. Eureka. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to be where I go. Ideal plot of land for me is something that is kind of off the beaten path, but relatively close. And when I say relatively close, I mean within 20 or 30 miles of a reasonably sized town so that I can get the things that I need. I want a place that when you come to my place, there's no reason to be up there unless you're coming to my place. Oh, that's definite. I'm not gonna buy some little fucking place in some shitty little neighborhood. I don't want it. No, probably won't stay in Cali. The chances of me staying in California are pretty slim. Bakersfield. Nope. I can't do it anymore. Literally can't do it anymore. Quit trying to I don't need you guys to point me to different directions. People are trying to zero in on what kind of climate you want, what kind of house you want, what kind of plot of land you like. Like, look, I'm looking in a few different places. I'll figure it out. I don't really have a preference. Like, I've lived in both types of climates. Lived in cold climates. I've lived in hot climates. For me right now, the major operating factor is fucking privacy. That's it. I don't have kids. Thanks for the solo shows last week. Enjoyed them heaps. Hey, you're welcome, bro. I don't have kids, right? So I don't have to worry about fucking a bunch of curtain climbers. I don't entertain guests a whole lot, so I don't have to worry about having some big spacious place in terms of that. I can have a really small house. So the ideal idea here is to either find a plot of land that has a crappy house on it and get it for a song and knock it down and have a new house built, in which case I'll have to rent for another year because it takes about a year, well, maybe not a year, 6 months to 8 months to have a house built. And that would be, pretty cool because you'd have direct input on everything that would go into that house. What more than likely will happen is that we'll just find a little place that's a fixer-upper. That's really what we're looking for, is not necessarily one of these like opulent, perfectly maintained places. We're looking for a small place on a relatively large piece of land that we can roll some, fucking upgrades and renovations into the mortgage, and kind of like have the power to make it into what I need it to be, to work in it, to live in it, and oh my God, not have another fucking person set a foot on my fucking property unless I invite them. Fuck yes. I want to hear them. I don't want to see them. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to smell their cooking. I don't want to hear their parties. I don't want it. I don't want it, to the best of my ability. Don't you think that never seeing a human is just going to worsen your anxiety? No. And I didn't say I never want to see a human. I just said I don't want to see a human in my home. I don't want some numpty fuck calling me up and saying, hey, I need to come into your house and look around, and hey, you gonna have kids? And oh yeah, well, by the way, we're kicking you out. Done, done, and more done. All I want to do is just fucking rip on my landlords. I'm just not going to do it. It's not going to accomplish anything. I just need to make strides towards getting myself out of this shit. Because I'm telling you, dude, it's not just the living in a place where a person can come fucking snoop you. It's when you're trying to rent a place like this, dude, you get all kinds of impertinence. Like, what do you do for a living? It's like, what do you care? What do you care? You did a fucking credit check on me that shows that I got way more than enough money to live here. The fuck do you care what I do for a living? Why is that your business? Why is it your business to know my business? What if your landlords see this video? Fuck them. They can't do shit to me. What are they gonna do? Kick me out at the end of my lease? Already doing that. Show them the video? Yeah, just send it to them. You dumb fucks. Bunch of ass clowns. Let these motherfuckers come in here and live in this dry well. Let's see how they do with it. Isn't asking someone what they do for a living a normal question? Isn't getting a profile pic a normal fucking thing when you chat? It's gonna be more than 40K. They're gonna spend about $50,000 trying to drill down deep enough to get to the fucking table here. And they won't be able to get it until fucking January if they book it now. All the well diggers in this area are booked out through the first of the year. So their asses can sit here and fucking deal with this shit. I'm thinking about taking a big fat shit in the middle of the room that they can clean up too. Thinking about like cleaning up everything nice, you know, like you have to get your deposit back and everything. Get all my stuff out of here. And then just like forcing myself to wait 2 days and not shit. And then right before we walk out, just kind of like squatting down right in the middle of the fucking house, right in the middle of the living room or the hallway. And just laying out the biggest fucking curler. Just a big old chocolate soft serve on the fucking ground. Yep, after the inspection, they come in. Okay, all right. Yeah, I just got to get a few more things out. Bye, guys. Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, it's been a pleasure. Big old fibery one. There you go. Enjoy your home. Enjoy thinking about that big turd in your hallway every time you walk down it. Because you never forget something like that. When you come to move into your house and you're met with a big, giant human shit in the middle of your fucking floor, you never forget that, bro. For every day that you live in that house, every time you walk down that hallway, you'll be afraid to step in it. You'll remember what it looked like and what it smelt like and how juicy it was sitting on the fucking floor. Maybe that's what I do. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe I remind them of me by leaving behind a little piece of myself. The gift that keeps on giving. Do you double log dare me though, Jason? That's the question. The question is, do you double log dare me? If that actually happened, could they sue you for that? I guess. I guess they could try. I'll just deny it. Just be like, what? I didn't take a shit. Are you kidding me? Or maybe just admit it. Just be like, sorry, I had an accident. I had an accident, but, you know, I knew that I had to be out of the house, so what are you going to do? I got really sick and I had to leave really quickly. Still play up the southern accent when you talk to them, I do. Yeah, dude, it'd be a small claim for a large turd. Just be really offended at the suggestion of, yeah, would they call me? Just be like, oh, hey, how's it going? Didn't expect to hear from you. Say what? Excuse me? Did I do what? Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Did I do what? No, I did not take a poop in the house. Are you kidding me? I cleaned that house meticulously. You inspected it. Are you kidding me? Wait a minute. And all the whole year you dealt with me and I paid my rent on time and I fucking kept your house the way it was supposed to. Do I seem like the type of person? Are you kidding me? Do not call me again. Do not harass me again with this. I cannot even believe that you would insinuate. Do not call me again. Boop. Take a big old greaser. Drop a big old Cincinnati steamer, dude. This stream is now Exhibit A. We'll take it down. No, I'm kidding. I'm not actually gonna do it, so it's Exhibit nothing. I'm just fantasizing. I'm not gonna shit in the people's house. I'm just gonna leave. That's what, dude, when I told Scotty about this, that was Scotty's fucking advice. Scotty basically advised me to be the most Karen fucking person in the world for the next 2 months. He was like, dude, Scotty was like, you know what I would tell him immediately? I'd be like, okay, yeah. You want me to move out with less than the amount of notice than you're required to give me by law? Fair enough. I'm going to need you to compensate me for the last 6 months that I've been living with a half-broken well. Yeah. I'm going to need you to compensate me for that. I feel like I've been paying way too much rent to live on a place where the well doesn't work properly. So you're going to have to give me 3-4 grand. I was like, you think that would work? He's like, probably, yeah. He's like, you might not get the full amount, but you probably get some money or something. Make it hard on him. I was like, I wish I had your personality, Scotty. Start high. I want 10 grand. Give me 10 grand. Oh yeah, dude. Just tell them like the next time they contact me. Actually, I'm gonna need you to contact my my fucking lawyer, Scott Kirk. He'll be talking to you from now on. And just have Scotty fucking scream at them for the next 2 months. Scotty the attorney, dude. Better call Scotty. Dude, Scotty would be Scotty would be an amazing attorney. Scotty missed his calling, I think. Can you be represented by somebody for free if they don't have a license? No, but how are they going to know I'm not represented by him? I just told them he's my attorney. What are they going to say? He's not? I'm not initiating a legal proceeding with them. I'm just telling them that I don't want to talk to them anymore. They can talk to my attorney. Hello there, this is Scott Kirk. See, if I was smart, I would have thought ahead about some of this shit. Like with this inspection thing, which I was like fucking dreading for weeks because I just hate the idea of it. I should have had my big old goon cousins come and just be like laying around the house and like standing next to him and just like not intimidating him or being mean to him, just like being there, like following them into every room and just being silent and not saying anything. Like, don't even react if they say hello to you. Just look at them. That would have been fun. Just make them uncomfortable as hell. Oh, dude. I could have done that without my cousins. I could have just like answered the door in like nipple tassels and a G string and been like, welcome, come on in. Woo! Welcome to the inspection. Anything else you want to look at? Bending over in front of everything they're trying to look at. Oh, we need to look under the sink and see if there's any leaks. Oh, let me get that for you. Woo! What can they do? They can't tell you how to dress in your own fucking domicile, dude. That could have been fun. Rent a fursuit for Amelia and have her walk around as a furry. Yiff, yiff, yiff. Try and hump their legs and stuff. Have Amelia answer the door with me like on a leash in a fucking one of those leather dog masks with a butt plug in my ass with a tail, you know what I mean? One of those tail butt plugs. Just be like, "Oh, you here for the inspection? Would you like to start with inspecting this dog?" Be like, "Woo, woo." Dude, I think so, dude. I think this is the answer. Yeah, dude. Like a Rammstein video, dude. Yeah. Just like rent one of those vacuum tables that they use on people in porn. You ever seen that like vacuum table porn? Where they like get a sub and they like put them on this table and they've got like a breathing tube and their whole body is like, brrr. You know what I mean? Just have me set up like right in the middle of the house on one of those like with my dick hanging out. Amelia goes, "Oh yeah, yeah, we're just you don't mind us at all. We're just going about our daily business." You've never seen the vacuum table, dude? Come on. Never seen the vacuum table, bro? No, but I will now. Yeah. I saw it years ago. Like a big latex sheet they put over a table and they suck all the air out of it. Yeah, yeah. It freezes them in carbonite, dude. Like on some. Renaissance fair. Answer the door like a fucking British lord and like refuse to drop the act the whole time. Ah, forsooth, my good sire. what you're describing is conjuring images of the Gravitron at the county fair. Oh yeah, the Gravitron, bro. Surely you jest. Any news from New South Wales? I'm back on, so. Oh, hold on. Okay, we're back. Rip stream. People just like, dude, anarchy is in here every day, too. You don't know what happens when Paul has to go do something else on his phone. We were just talking about some things that we could do. I kind of told them generally that we're gonna have to move.
Yeah.
And I was talking about some of the things that we could have done to make that inspection that happened the other day way more uncomfortable for them.
Yeah.
Like, I was telling them, like, we could have answered the door with you all decked out in like dominatrix gear and me on a leash. You know what I mean? And like one of those leather masks, and just like jerk me around the house and follow them everywhere. Or like I could have just answered the door in like nipple tassels and a banana hammock. You know what I mean? And just like followed them everywhere with it and just been like, oh no, don't mind us. We're just, yeah, how can we help you?
No, they would have kicked us out faster.
How? They can't. With what cause?
I guess so.
We've got rights.
Yeah.
We've got tenants' rights. They can kick us out, but they've got to fucking go through the eviction process and shit. They couldn't have done shit to us, dude. That's the thing, is like, we can, like, that's one of the reasons why landlords have gotten to the point where they feel like it's proper to do shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are all fucking like, ooh, fuck, dude, we should have just, I was talking about, like, I could have had all my big cousins come over and just have them, like, just, like, stand right next to them while they're doing everything and not say a word, not threaten them physically or anything, just be, like, all looming and, like, and, like, just don't respond to them. Like, if they say hi to you or ask who you are, just be like, and if they ask me, I'll just be like, oh, that's just my security. That's my security detail. Don't mind them. Just don't ask them to help you either, because that's not what they're here for.
We were trying to be way too nice.
That's the thing, is like, I have this impulse to be nice to people, and it never pays off. Almost never. In that type of situation. I have this old style of like, hey, you give me respect, I give you respect. I try to be kind to you, you try to be kind to me. And I think that kindness is going to be reciprocated, and it just isn't. So I need to, like, that's why I don't want to rent anymore. That's it. Because I'm getting to the point where I'm tired. I'm tired of being pooped on by people for no reason. We could have had so much fun that day. There's nothing they could have done. We could have filled this place with fucking people. We could have there's a million things we could have done.
TV going with some crazy horror movie the whole time.
Yeah, just like pump some fucking death metal the entire time at max volume. Just be like, can you turn that down? No, I can't.
There's no noise thing in the lease.
You can call the cops and see if there's a noise ordinance or something, but I'm pretty sure outside it's fine. So, no. Can't turn that down. Yeah, fill one of the rooms completely full of ping pong balls when they open it and just be like, oh, don't open that door. Well, we have to look. I told you don't open that fucking door. That's the ping pong ball room. You guys are going to have to clean that up. That's ridiculous right there, what you just did. You have to clean that up. Every ping pong ball back in that room. This is ridiculous. I'm calling the county fucking housing board. You come in here and destroy my ping pong ball room for no reason. I told you not to open that door. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Hopefully that'll be me in a few months. But it won't be my first house. It'll be my third.
It'll be my first house.
It'll be your first house. That's cool.
Unless I count when my mom bought a house. Or I was present.
Well, yeah, I'm not counting those either. I bought well, it wasn't a house. I bought my first piece of property when I was 21 years old. I was working at Starbucks. I bought a condo in Fresno, California. And I lived in that condo for almost a decade. Owned it for about 15 years. Sold it. I continued owning it and renting it out while I got my first real house. I got that in 2008. My ex-wife, obviously lost that in the divorce. Well, didn't lose it. I didn't fight for it, so gave it in the divorce, I guess would be the better way to put it. And yeah, after that, I was like on this tip for a number of years where it's like, I will never buy a house again. I will rent more. I will live higgledy-piggledy wherever. And now I'm done. I'm done living higgledy-piggledy. Well, I went the route that a lot of landlords went. I never interfaced with a tenant. So I was technically a landlord, but I hired a management company. So most of the profits that would have come from me renting my place that would have went in my pocket went to pay for a company to interface with my fucking tenants for me. So I literally never even knew the name of one of my tenants.
Just enough to cover the note and a little extra, basically.
Yep. I mean, they set the rent, like the management company handled everything. And that's what a lot of landlords do. And it's actually preferable to rent a place that's managed by a management company because they're dispassionate about the property.
Yeah, like I think the problem with here is like this was like their childhood home or whatever, so they were all nostalgic. And
I don't even give a fuck what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just sick of dealing with them. I'm sick of dealing with this.
But yeah, I agree. It's better to rent from someone that's not like their fucking childhood
Yeah.
home and shit.
It's better for everybody involved because it's like instead of me being a dude that's like my whole life is not making sure your toilet runs.
Yeah.
Now I've hired a person, their whole business is making sure your toilet is running.
Yeah.
You call them, they send a person out, and then they bill me. That's the way it works. So I never knew a tenant. I think I only had 2 tenants to my recollection in that place. So 2 different tenants lived for a long term in that house. So like a couple of years, then a couple of years, something like that. And then it was, after that I sold it.
I think you just have to write off getting your security deposit back in pretty much any place you rent.
The security deposit is a scam. It's something that's meant to be just a little extra money in the landlord's pocket. That's all it is. It's not actually a security deposit. The entire idea of a security deposit makes no fucking sense in the first place. But yeah, it's a scam. Most people don't get them back. No matter how meticulously you clean and know how nice you leave the place, they're gonna find something and keep your money.
That's why at some point we just stopped giving a fuck when we moved out of Louisiana.
Oh yeah. Dude, when we moved out of that,
clean the carpets, and then we're just like, fuck it.
Yeah, dude. I was planning on like getting renting one of those carpet cleaners and doing a deep clean on the carpets, and I was like, because I watched how they dealt with it.
Yeah.
Like I watched when somebody moved out and they just literally like rip all the carpets out of the place, throw it off the balcony, and I was just like, fuck them.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not cleaning this place for them. They're not gonna give me the fucking deposit back anyway. Fuck them. And these people are getting treated the same fucking way.
Yeah, we're not making it spotless.
Nope. I'm not going to leave it like a pigsty or some shit, but I am not going to worry about fucking cleaning this place for them. They can fucking come in and clean it. I ain't going to do no deep spring cleaning and leave it all spotless for them. Fuck them. Oh yeah, dude. In that last apartment we lived in, I watched those cleaning crew guys. They just gut the place. Like these apartment buildings, like all the shit that they charge you the security deposit to preserve, they just replace anyway. The security deposit is supposed to be there to preserve the carpets and the fucking like window dressings and shit. They rip all that shit out and replace it.
They just use the next person's security deposit to pay for it.
Yep.
I mean, it makes sense. It's probably more sanitary to just replace all that stuff.
Maybe.
There's only so much you can clean a carpet. I don't know if some kid pissed on it or whatever.
Yeah. No, they can clean this place themselves and suck on the dry well themselves. Thousands of wells in Cali are going out. Yep. It's huge in this area. Like I said, well diggers in this area are booked until past the first of the year and beyond, because so many wells are needing to be lowered. The water table has been sucked almost completely down to the bottom now, so you have to dig these even more expensive deep wells to get access to reliable clean water in places that aren't on municipal water or county water. And so it's like, it's getting to the point now where, like, you know, digging a new well when the water table was up, adjusted for inflation, probably about a $15,000 to $20,000 job, and now it's like a $50,000 job because it's so fucking deep and you need such specialized fucking equipment, and the people that fucking dig wells are in such high demand. They can set their fucking prices, so the labor costs are super high, and they've got you over a barrel because literally, like, people that own houses that out like this, what do you do? It's either you dig a well or you have a house that isn't hooked up to water. You can't rent a house that doesn't have water. So what do you do?
Yeah, that should be what more kids should be signing up for in high school. Well digging.
It's, well, I mean, in California, it's going to be a huge business for the next couple of decades. But I think that you're right. Eventually, people are just going to start abandoning these fucking areas. Yep. I mean, not only do people keep living in areas like this, but they don't even work to conserve it. It's like I've ranted about it out here, but every fucking house around me has a beautiful green lawn. It's 106 degrees every day here. Think about how much water it takes to keep a Bermuda grass lawn green in 106 degree heat for 3 months straight.
We haven't had a drop
All
of
of these,
rain.
yeah, not a drop of rain all summer. Every one of these houses that's around me that I'm talking about is on well water, sucking out of the same water table as me.
They're building a house right across the street. They're probably going to build more.
Oh yeah, they're building a house right down the street. They're building a house right across the street. Suck more water out. Put another well in. Another green lawn to fucking. It's like not only are people living in these areas, but they're completely oblivious to the fact that they're literally ruining their property by keeping it all manicured and stupid in the middle of a fucking historic drought. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So, getting out of this area.
There ain't anywhere in California that would reliably have water.
There's one place. There's one area of California that I would move to and not worry about water at all. Humboldt County, Northern California, Humboldt County is fine. But it's not fine from fires. So fuck California. See ya.
Yeah, PG&E is gonna burn down the entirety of Northern California at some point.
Yep.
They're getting close.
Yep. They don't have water problems. Not, freshwater problems anyway, but they have fire problems. Why do they need a grass lawn if they really need something like that? Why don't they get a succulent garden? Well, because people around here, you have to understand, the Central Valley of California is a desert that was made to bloom by industry. So we came here and it was a forested desert, a very dry forest area. And we cut all the trees down and irrigated the valley floor to the point where it bloomed. And for years and years, because of the abundance of fresh water in California, the Sierra Nevadas, like I said, when I was growing up, fucking covered in snow. Just water coming out of our ears in California. All of that water was piped into the valley, piped out of the rivers, dammed up, and made this area bloom. And so people are used to being able to keep a lawn, have these non-desert type of trees and gardens and stuff. And now that they're living through this drought, a lot of people around here aren't willing to admit that, like, hey, dude, the future of this area is fucking lava rock lawns and succulents and cacti and shit if you want to fucking live in this area, because keeping a goddamn fucking giant green yard, the absurdity of that, it's unreal.
I can't even imagine how much water it would take to make this green.
Oh my God, our yard here, dude, if we actually watered this fucking thing, it would be, dude, this well would have died fucking 6 years ago. It's insane. So, getting the fuck out of here. This place is collapsing.
It sucks, but...
Yeah, I mean, is what it is, dude.
Yeah, you gotta mow grass, you gotta do all kinds of stupid shit.
I mean, I remember reading studies on just lawns and the amount of labor, pollution, and environmental destruction just to keep a lawn is insane. Bermuda grass is one of the thirstiest fucking plants on the planet. To keep it green, it's got to be constantly moist. It can't dry out at all. And so it just requires so much fucking groundwater. Just wasted. Then it's like, to maintain it takes fucking gas and fumes and electric and all this shit. Man hours. It's just a ridiculous thing. It's like totally ridiculous to have a lawn. But everybody has one. We're sitting out here. I've got a well that's going dry. I can almost guarantee you that people around here are experiencing some of the same shit. Everybody's got a lawn. Green ass fucking lawn. It's a status thing, yes. Having a green lawn is not just a status thing here, it's a status thing everywhere. Oh, look at my perfectly manicured little fucking English estate.
There's like HOAs and shit that like make you have a green lawn.
Yeah.
And fine you if you don't.
Yep. Yeah.
Like our home values.
My home values.
What's that smell? I like forgot the smell of weed for a second.
How did you do that? Living around me, you would think that smell would be ingrained. Yeah. No, this is a different weed, though. They all smell a little different.
It had a stinky, like, pre-smell.
Yeah.
Skunky.
Skunky. There's a old strain actually called cat piss. Dog shit is another strain. Or at least it was one that we used to be able to get. Like some of them just smell like they got like a little bit of a duty smell to them. That's just what it is. Part of the weed experience, man.
Yeah, that's why I can't smoke it. I'm too sensitive to the smell of it.
Maybe. Yeah, dude, all the nasty stuff, and we go, yum. Yeah. Cat piss. That used to be like, that's how you knew somebody had some real good weed. They'd be like, dude, I got some of that cat piss, dude. You're like, you got cat piss? Shit, I'm coming over. I don't know if I'm a connoisseur. I've just smoked a lot of weed and smelled a lot of weed. I know the smell. It's instant with me, dude. It's like a beacon for stoners like me. In public, I'll be like, I know somebody is either smoking or has smoked recently near me, and it's like you get this kind of wave of like, I'm near my own. I have a family member here that I've never met. That is one of the nicest things as a stoner, going into a public place where people aren't supposed to be smoking weed and getting that unmistakable whiff.
Yeah.
Or being the person providing it. I've been on both ends of that, you know. I've definitely provided other people with this experience. It's becoming less meaningful now that it's, you know, legal in a lot of places. It really used to be like a beacon, you know what I mean? Stoners are usually friendly too. Usually, yes. And that's, you know, another another benefit. You're talking about Koyana Scotzi and shit. I've seen Koyana Scotzi. I haven't seen the whole trilogy. But I don't know, it's a really interesting non-narrative film. Documentary of kind of like human events and stuff without any narrative or whatever, just interspersed with like, you know, wild or not wildlife, but like nature. I love when the smell finds its way to me out the back of the bar, walking down the street. Yep. Yep. Dude, some people hate it, dude. There are haters out there that they smell that and they just like, they get the opposite feeling. They're like, oh, somebody's having fun. Fun. Good.
Yeah. Same kind of people like that dude scowling at that capybara.
Yeah, dude. The capybara scowler. How dare he? Bunch of butthurt, bougie ass fucking Brazilians. Mad because some capybaras came back and they can't do shit about it because they're protected species. I don't understand how people can stand tobacco but no, not weed smell. I like both, obviously. I dislike it because weed makes me nauseous. Yeah, that's true for a lot of people.
It's true for me.
Yep. Had a roommate in Colorado who was repulsed by the smell of weed. He was on the autism spectrum and was a Christian. Sounds like the life of the party.
Sounds like you should have moved the fuck out of Colorado.
Yeah. Sounds like look for another roommate time. You know what I mean? Jesus, man. Yeah, I couldn't live with a fucking Christ puncher. I'd go nuts. I have my limits, man.
Capybara that smells like weed?
Dude, if I ever had a pet capybara, he would probably just by virtue of living near me have a little weedy of a smell, dude. I'm just saying. Dude, that blew my mind the other day when I was thinking about that. Just like the breadth of human experience and how different people are. Because like, I brought it up on the show. It's like if I were sitting out here one day and a small herd of capybaras showed up and invaded my backyard, it would be the highlight of my fucking year. You know what I mean? I literally could not be more overjoyed if something like that happened. And then just like, you know, not that far from here, geographically speaking, there are people that are just like, oh my God, these fucking capybaras. And I'm just like, what? How do you look at a capybara and think anything but positivity?
Oh, they were harassing our pets.
So stupid. Harassing your pets, dude.
Probably because they were being mean to the capybaras. Some yappy dog going, "Arr!"
That's probably what it was. They're not harassing your pets, dude. Capybaras are the chillest animals in the world. They literally chill with crocodiles.
Like, even if they were harassing your pets, that's their land. Like,
Yeah, fuck your pets. Your pet's not a native species here. This is where we graze, bitch.
yeah, no one's pet needs to be outside 24/7. They shouldn't be anyways. So just wait till the capybara moves on, let your dog poop, and then bring it back in.
Yeah. Just like, what the fuck, man? What kind of, like, how sour do you have to be? How sour can you be as a person? People say I'm a sour fuck, man. Hell no.
I mean, Dyer would probably bark at it.
At first.
Yeah.
Then he would chill out. He'd get used to it. Not Night of the Lupus, Night of the Lepus. That's what you're thinking of.
Cricket, though, that would be the question. Would Cricket react to a capybara?
I think now that he's navigated Dinor, he would have a much easier time with a.
He's not like another dog, though.
No,
He
but
wasn't barking at him or nothing, but he was not happy.
yeah, no, yeah, that would be the question. I think Cricket would get used to it because cappies are chill. Like it's not like the capybara is gonna be chasing Cricket around the house or some shit.
Yeah.
He deals with Dinor, so.
You could take Dinor, theoretically.
Yeah.
I mean, if they ever got in a fight, I think I'd bet on Cricket.
I'd bet on anything that got in a fight with Dinor. Dinor doesn't have a fight in him. He doesn't know that he can fight.
All he knows is...
Yeah, he knows how to, like, posture, but he doesn't know how to do the actual fight. Oh, yeah, dude. Cappies are way chiller than Dinor.
They are fast, though.
They're fast, yeah. They can go.
Run as fast as a horse.
Yeah, they can go. Yeah, I know, but like I live in a place right now where there's like specific laws against owning them. So I'd have to go to a place, and I'd have to end up in a place too that's at least something that would be a decent climate for them. Like if I end up living in a colder climate, you can't have capybaras up there.
I think there's a few people in Texas that have them. I think
Yeah.
Texas is like one of the more laid back, exotic pet states and shit.
Yeah.
So.
I'm
We
not
don't
going
wanna
to
go
Texas. Mm.
Texas legalizes weed, maybe.
Maybe. No, not even then.
No.
No, we're not going to Texas. Fuck Texas. Texas is a piece of shit. But yeah, you'd have to live in like a southern state to really keep a capybara and have it be like maybe not a totally southern state, but somewhere in the southern quadrant of the United States. So, you know, southwest.
Florida. They're already invading Florida.
Yeah.
So
Well, Florida's definitely got rules against them because they're hyper invasive there.
yeah. But, I mean, you don't have to own the capybara. If you just live close enough to where they are, you can go visit them.
Yeah, but then you might have to deal with one day the fucking government shows up and shoots them all and drags their little cappy corpses away from you.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be horrible.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't get one here, because like if somebody fucking snitched or whatever and animal control showed up and we're gonna take my pets, dude, that would be like it'd be like Ruby Ridge over here.
Yeah,
It'd be Cappy Ridge.
Either a place that is like explicitly cool with it or nothing.
Yeah.
No gray areas, because that just means that they can find some way to interpret it and take it away.
Yep. Just got to be like, yeah, they're fine here. And I wouldn't want to have one like in a place where it was snowy for 3 months a year or some shit. If we end up going up north, or it just depends, you know. If we end up in a place with a climate where a cappy could be okay and we can get it. Cappy Waco, yeah. You wouldn't have any capybaras, would you, sir? That would be highly illegal. No, dude. Capybaras are just known chill animals. You don't understand. It's not theoretical. They're not bullying anything. They just chill. They're very low-key animals.
Yeah. Like if they were actually like seriously endangering those pets, all those cappies would be dead.
Yeah, they're not
seriously endangering anything.
They're not endangering anything. No cappy is harassing any fucking dog. They might be curious about it and go up to it or whatever.
Go like, because the dog's going.
Yeah.
Back.
Who knows, dude? Fuck it. Capybaras are the highest form of life on this fucking planet and should be respected no matter where they are or what they're doing. Period. Human beings, get off the top of the pyramid. Cappies are up there. You're not even the second rung of the pyramid, because right below you is otters. And then humans.
I think seals maybe above humans.
Maybe. Some seals.
Yeah. Not all seals, but like
Dolphins maybe too.
Yeah.
They get to go up there. Dude, we're at the bottom. More I think about it, the less I want to put us on top of any species. We need to get off the top of the pyramid and get down to the bottom.
Yeah, you can throw the octopus up there.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw something the other day, like, apparently some octopus, like the female, like, just chuck shit at the males. Throws rocks at them and shit.
Damn.
Get away from me. Like, if they're trying to flirt or whatever, she ain't into it. She's like, eh.
She fucking throws rocks and shit. Crazy. Dude, the octopuses only live like 3 years. They've got like a hamster life cycle.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy for such an intelligent being.
Yeah, like you'd think it would take them a lot longer to develop their brain.
Yeah, they have a lot of instinct.
Reed was making a big deal out of it because they've never seen an animal like throw things for that purpose, just because they were annoyed.
Get away! Get out of here. Chucking rocks at them. That's great. Good for her. I've heard that like sometimes female octopuses eat the males. The male octopus is pretty much done once it breeds, and then the female lays something like 350,000 eggs, and of those eggs, like 0.5% survive. So you might get like 2 octopuses. The rest of them are just eaten.
Yeah.
Sometimes by the mother. Like, whoa. Yeah.
I mean, we probably care less about babies if we produce like 1,000 of them every time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably true.
Like if we just laid 1,000 eggs and one of them became a baby, we wouldn't give a shit about the baby eggs.
Yeah.
We'd be selling them as novelty butt plugs and shit.
True. Apparently octopuses will punch fish out of spite. Yeah. Good. Whoosh. I'd punch an annoying ass fish too. Did you say to me, fish? Whoosh.
I never had as much love for fish as some people I know do.
Yeah, I like fish. I'm not a huge like aficionado, but I like fish. I like the variety of them.
Like, do you ever get like super attached to one as a pet or no?
We used to have fishes when I was my mom kept a little freshwater aquarium, and we had these goldfish that had this like brain looking poof. Have you seen those guys? And I loved them when I was a kid. But never really like in the same way that I was attached to like a dog or a cat or whatever. Never really got attached to a cat, to be honest with you, till Cricket.
I guess
I guess Squex.
I had a bad experience with fish. It's like the first time I really had like fish in my home, my stepdad had just moved in, and then like the cat literally stole fish out of the tank.
Dude, he fished it out?
Just
Damn.
found its desiccated corpse on the ground.
Damn.
And all the fish got stressed out and started flopping over dead because they were too stressed out by the cat. It was just like a fucking slaughterhouse of fish the first time I ever had fish in my home.
Yeah. Fish tanks are a pain in the ass too, dude. Talk about like something that, especially if you like want to get like a tropical saltwater type fish tank, dude, that it's constant maintenance, constant work to keep those clean.
And they're so sensitive.
Yep.
About every little fucking thing.
One little that's part of it. You got to constantly test the pH of the water and all this shit and the salinity of the water. And because if that balance gets out of whack, your whole fucking expensive ass aquarium goes. But yeah, people that like really nice saltwater aquariums are really cool, and it's one of the ways of keeping pets that I really don't think fish are fucking bothered by being in a properly sized aquarium. You know what I mean? They don't know any fucking different. It's not like a fish has like some yearning to roam. You know, it's like they find a fucking really good environment. It's got plenty of food for them. So I like aquariums for that, but I don't think I would ever want to have one.
Well, it's like the alternative for a fish roaming is just getting constantly preyed upon.
Yeah.
So many things eat fish.
That's true. It's almost like with fish, you're creating a little paradise for them. Water temperature is always perfect. The food is always abundant. The predators are always nowhere. You know, if you're doing it right. You know what I do kind of like? These, what are they called? These little enclosed ecosystems.
Oh, like, I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember what they're, terrariums? Is that what it is?
Yeah. I think it's a terrarium.
I thought is a terrarium where you keep birds?
No, that's an aviary.
An aviary. Okay. Yeah, terrarium then. So you can buy them now, just like Yeah, I mean they make them in smaller and bigger things and water-based ones too. Like I follow a dude on YouTube. I can't remember what his name is, but he keeps they're not, they don't have any fish in them. It's just a closed environment, and so like all the animals that live in there filter the water themselves, and they exist on their own without any outside intervention and shit. And then there's dry ones where it's just like funguses and all of that stuff. It's like a little miniaturized life cycle. Yeah.
It's like a step below like an ant farm or whatever.
Yeah. Well, without any animal, without anything that we would classify as an animal in it. Totally closed ecosystem. Yeah. Pretty cool.
That reminds me of like a horrible science experiment we did in school where like we were keeping bugs and stuff in like 2-liter bottles. Someone thought it was a good idea to do it with fruit flies, and of course they multiplied. So we had
Yeah.
an entire classroom of fruit flies.
You had a fruit fly infestation in a class. That's great.
He encouraged fruit flies.
What the fuck? Yeah, dude, those creatures are like so destructive too. They like destroy crops and shit. What a nightmare.
You do that, like raising little bugs and stuff.
I had an ant farm when I was a kid.
I mean, like in school.
We did silkworms.
Yeah.
That was cool. I think it was third grade. In a third grade classroom, we had silkworms, and we got to watch them every day as they went about their business. And then eventually, they all made cocoons or chrysalis or whatever that is, and became moths. That was neat. But other than that, no.
We had to raise mealworms.
That's cool, I guess.
They're not as cool as silkworms.
Yeah. We didn't really get to do anything with the silkworms, but we got to see them.
Yeah.
They were in the class in a little
The
aquarium or whatever.
Caterpillars thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I never got to see that.
It's one of the most vivid kindergarten memories. Releasing butterflies.
That's cool. That's a good memory. Trying to think if I have anything that I would call a clear kindergarten memory. And this is one of the sad things about it is like those memories really do disappear from you. Like I probably had way more clear memories of that in my 20s than I do now. It's like so much of that portion of my life. It's not that I don't remember it, it's just a vague tapestry now. It's not.
You can't access it in a vivid way.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I remember flashes of it, like the faces of my teacher's face. I can remember the faces of a couple of the little kids that were my friends. Maybe kind of exist in my head.
Shape an environment around the situation.
Well, I can because I can remember. I actually worked at the school that I went to kindergarten with, so I've been in that classroom again. So I can remember what the classroom looked like from that, but I can't. It was so weird being in there because everything looked tiny. And I remember in my memories, whatever's left of it, everything is huge. You know, that classroom is like, and I'm, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's funny how that works. And it's not just school. It's like from that age up till about 7 or 8, I would say, is when I really start having what I would call like clear, defined, I remember this happening, or I remember a person saying this. That's about it. So like from about 8 or 9 back, it's all just kind of like a fog.
Yeah.
It's very strange. Couple of like clear memories though. one or two little snatches of things that feel like that real connected, like, yes, that's what it was like. That's the memory. That's what it was set. So like little things, but none of them are really all that meaningful. It's weird how your brain holds on to things.
Things that don't mean much.
I remember sitting very clearly, and I must have been like 7, 6, having a sleepover at my friend's house, and playing on his in television. And I don't know why I remember that. I remember eating Lucky Charms the next morning. I don't know why I remember that. I mean, I know why I remember it probably is because I never got Lucky Charms when I was a kid. My mom thought Lucky Charms were candy.
Yeah.
Which they are. She was right.
I can't argue with her.
Yeah. And so when I was a kid, like I like cereals that a lot of people don't like, because when I was a kid, that was what I got. So I like grape nuts. I like the shredded wheat. I like corn flakes. Yeah. Because that's all I got when I was a kid. But that's probably why it stuck out in my mind. But why do I have such a clear memory of it as a 41-year-old man? Yeah. Because it's not just like, oh yeah, I can remember sitting at his table and like looking at the cereal and like looking at the different marshmallows in it and picking them out and eating them and what they tasted like. And all of that stuff. I have a very clear memory of his dining room, and I haven't been in it since then. You know what I mean? So it's like, why that? Dude, I actually do like grape nuts. I'll eat a bowl of grape nuts in the morning. Why not?
We both have a very inconsistent breakfast schedule, though.
True.
Go through phases.
True.
I feel like we got a box of cereal, we'd never finish it. We'd eat it for like a week and then forget about it.
Yeah, we're not cereal. I'm not a cereal person. It was kind of cool living with TJ because he was a cereal person. So I would eat the cereal when it was around. It was always a race. That was the fun thing. Well, not fun, but it was a funny thing about living in the house with TJ. And me probably too, is like, it was a race to get anything, dude. If like they went shopping and got Pop-Tarts, you better get a Pop-Tart that night. Yeah. Because like a day and a half, 48 hours later, there ain't gonna be no fucking Pop-Tarts left. TJ's gonna take care of it, and what he doesn't take care of, I'm gonna take care of.
I remember like Chelsea was like, no, don't give Paul ice cream, he eats it all.
Fucking yeah, dude. Well, and see, that's the thing, is like I got blamed for eating all the fucking ice cream, but me and TJ and dude, everybody was all up in that ice cream. There were so many people living in that house.
Ice cream goes quick. It's like take a big scoop here, a big scoop there, and then suddenly it's gone.
Yep. Every man for himself, dude. Right after a shop, it was like a fucking feast, bro. It was like, because it'd been a few days since we had a Pop-Tart, so it's like, oh yeah, we got Pop-Tarts again. Terrible. What a horrible way to live.
TJ should have tried getting sponsored by Pop-Tarts.
Yeah. True. I gotta disagree with it's s'mores, dude. S'mores is the Pop-Tart. That's the fucking king Pop-Tart right there. I'm telling you, you get the s'more Pop-Tart, that's it. Either that or the old school frosted raspberry Pop-Tart. Those are my top. Everything else is fucking subsidiary. It's below. Cinnamon, get out. Get out of here, sir. That's the fucking bottom rung Pop-Tart, man. Nobody wants the cinnamon Pop-Tart. S'mores Pop-Tart, though. That's the number one. And of course, Jason's got a cold take on it. Jason hates the s'mores Pop-Tart, dude. Of course. As is, dude. Fuck toasting a Pop-Tart. I mean, that's like being fancy if you want to toast a Pop-Tart. You just grab a Pop-Tart and take it back to the couch.
I mean, if you really love Pop-Tarts, you're not going to want to wait the fucking minute it takes to cool down and not burn your fingers.
Yeah, and it's really not like, dude, toasting a Pop-Tart really does not increase its tastiness all that much. You know what I mean?
It makes it softer. That's all it does.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, Jason always got to be a contrarian. That's okay, though. He's just doing what he does best.
How do you even sell a Pop-Tart to someone who'd never seen it before in their life?
I don't know. There's like a channel that's based on that. They go into like indigenous villages or whatever and grab people that have basically eaten one thing their whole life and they're like, here's a hamburger. And they let them like, what the fuck is this? Maybe they should do a Pop-Tart one.
Yeah.
Have a Pop-Tart.
Toast a Pop-Tart and you're just asking to be burned.
If you're not fucking patient.
Yeah.
If you're not patient enough to wait for the Pop-Tartage. Anyway, I think I'm done. I'll see you guys later. Bye.